What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Spill the Beans podcast.
Happy Friday, guys. Lo prometido es deuda. And today you're getting a sneak peek into our Halloween episodes, which Jonathan promised you guys that every episode we would have a costume and it would be matching with Franco.
Yeah.
So he would be in the intro of the podcasts.
So here he is. Franco, do you want to say anything to the Spill the Bean podcast crew?
Say hi.
This isn't really a costume, but we got matching PJ sets for all our Spotify and Apple podcast listeners. Come check us out on YouTube. Franco, diles algo. Diles lo más espantoso cosa que te ha pasado en tu vida.
Wow, that's crazy.
Gracias, señor.
So
Okay.
here he is. Párate, pa. Wow.
We already have his costumes bought and everything, guys, and we got matching ones. Yeah, we're really excited. We didn't want to calar the costumes yet, like the official costumes, because it's not officially October yet, but you'll see
Here
them
is
soon.
a sneak peek. These are our matching PJs for the month of October.
Yes, sir.
And we got them at Walmart. Plug. Sponsor us.
I was going to say happy Halloween, but happy fall vibes, guys. I hope you're having a great day today. It's Friday. Wherever you are, it looks like tomorrow's going to be cloudy for us, so hopefully. And we're just going to enjoy with a little mug and listening back to our podcast.
Yeah, so you are looking at our podcast setup. We had so much fun, and one, shopping for this, and two, setting this up. We set it up with, of course, the help of my dad. My dad literally he helps us with everything. So if not, this desk would literally be on the floor right now.
Yeah. I don't like building stuff, guys.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, we do have a vlog channel. So if you want to look at the process of us shopping for this, if you want to know how much we spent, because girl, this was not cheap. We're going to have a vlog up on J&J next week, so you can look at that. But yeah, babe, this is crazy. This is like our official setup, guys. So this table right here, it's always going to be like this. The only thing that's going to change is, of course, the decorations. And we decided to go ahead and skip out on the fall decor. We're like, let's go straight into Halloween because it is our favorite. And also, when we were setting up last night, I was like, oh my God, it looks like we're putting an altar for Michael Myers.
I know. Once you said that, I was like, well, let's tone it down a bit.
Yeah, so we have Michael Myers, we have the newspaper cutout, and then right here is our friend countdown. So this is going to be counting down until Halloween Day. So right now it is September 30th.
Yeah.
And there is 32 days left till Halloween. Ooh.
Yeah, guys, but watch out. They're trying to get you out there. How they say the devil works hard. We bought this thing that said Happy Halloween, and we're like, oh, it looks cute. And I got it because it had bats and stuff like that. And then when we get home, Blanca's, that was it your dad?
Yeah.
Her dad was like, mira la Ouija. And they literally had the Ouija board under the thing that said Happy Halloween, guys. It flew right over my head. So you can bet your ass we went and returned that shit right away because we don't want those kinds of vibes here. Which you could say is very rhetorical because we have literally a murderer's newspaper on the wall. But there's a difference. Like, this is made up and it's fun. And those things we kind of don't really want to play with.
Yeah, and honestly, I love all of the Halloween characters. I love Michael Myers. I love Freddy Krueger. Jeepers Creepers isn't really talked about, but I do love him.
He's underrated.
Yeah, he's underrated. And then there's Jason from Friday the 13th. But I don't feel like I have very gravitated towards that. I remember last year I tried to watch the movies, but they were just not the vibes. I don't know if you remember, like when you would play video games and I was pregnant, I would just try to watch the Friday 13 movies.
I don't remember.
And they're just not I don't know, I guess they're not very eye-catching. And I think with Halloween, they've milked it for sure.
Oh, for sure.
So,
man.
and then the fact that they made one of them funny también,
Yeah. Or they give him superpowers now?
yeah, or the little boy. Oh, he's like, oh, hell no,
Yeah,
I'm running.
I love that.
So I think that they've made a really good name for Michael Myers. As for Friday the 13th, I think he's cool, but I personally don't.
Yeah.
I feel like La Llorona me da más miedo que
Oh, for sure.
Jason. Jason, if you're watching this, please leave me alone. But yeah, guys, as soon as we saw Michael Myers, I was like, this has to be the theme. And then of course we have Trick or Treat here. Because also the countdown we're gonna get from Michael Myers had a Ouija board on it too.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, heck no, we're not buying that. But that was really evident. You can see it right away.
Yeah. So No to the Ouija board. No, thank you. Someone in the comments said, Jonathan looks like the type of dude that would do the Ouija board for fun quotes. Girl, you can bet your ass I'm not going anywhere 100 feet near that shit. When I was younger, I used to say like it would be cool to be like in the same room, like not do it myself, but like I don't know, see people do it and like. But now it's like nah. Now I'm like hell no, like.
I actually watched the movie Ouija board, and even the people that were in the room present but not doing it, like even they got
really
haunted, and it was crazy because like the girl would try to throw it away, and it would just appear back at the house. So I was like, hell no, like that's something that I would never, ever play with because that's like I think that's literally like the vibes, it's like bringing the energy into your home or into wherever you're doing it, and it's gonna stick with you. So that's something we would never play with. I never even thought about playing with something like that, but yeah, babe.
Hey, if you play the Ouija board though, let us know in the comments your experience, cause I think I saw like out of all the YouTubers, like the most innocent one, like FaZe Rug. I think he was in the same room as someone that played it, and like shit started happening. So I don't know, but I think it's like power. Like when we bought that thing, I put it in the garage, and I was like, nah, you're not gonna bother me tonight. Like,
yeah.
And then nothing happened, you know. So, but if I would have been more scared, then yeah. But anyways, babe, I saw this game that some other podcasters on TikTok were playing, and it's the fall draft. So you're gonna get 4 picks of your favorite things in fall. We're gonna go like one by one. Okay. Like pretend you played dodgeball in middle school, right?
Yeah.
You're picking say you're the captain. Mm-hmm. You're picking the fastest, strongest kids first, obviously.
Okay.
Or maybe your best friends. So we're gonna take turns. I might steal some things that you like, and you might steal some of mine. Or maybe I steal some things that you never even thought of. All right.
Okay.
It's gonna be just like fall.
Okay.
So everything that is in fall.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll start.
Okay.
All right, we'll do 4. Do you want to do 4 or 5 for each team?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Halloween.
Wow, really? I'll start with pumpkin spice. Like everything. Pumpkin spice, everything.
I wanted that one. Okay. Hoodies and sweats. God. Those are together.
Okay. Flannels.
Ooh, that's a classic. Well, for me, football.
For me, so when you picked Halloween, you picked everything under that?
Yeah, everything. Okay. It has to do with Halloween.
The weather?
Ooh,
like the chilly vibe weather?
Okay, and then my last one would probably have to be, is this with yours? I would say the leaves changing.
No, that's weather.
Is that weather?
Yeah, because the weather changes, which makes the trees die.
Fuck, that was my favorite. Like tamales, does that count?
No, that's not in Halloween. That's Christmas.
What? No, as soon as it starts getting cloudy.
No.
Fuck.
Can I go again?
Sure.
Scary movies.
Fuck. That's not under Halloween?
No, because not all of the movies are about Halloween.
True.
And scary movies come out anytime.
So you got flannels, scary movies,
pumpkin spice,
and
the weather.
Oh my god, that's a solid list.
Yeah.
Fuck. I need to rebound with a really strong one here. I'm not.
You're done.
Oh, Thanksgiving.
For October? For fall. Oh, okay. Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
I guess.
All right, guys. You let us know in the comments who had the better list. I got. What did I get? I got Halloween. Football. Thanksgiving.
And sweats.
And sweats and yeah. So, like, you have to spend a whole fall without the things I just listed. Okay, this is for the viewer. If you had to spend one fall or the rest of your life, all the falls without the things on each other's list, like, who would you pick?
Oh, hell no. So I got flannels, the weather.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice, and what else was it?
Scary movies.
Oh, yeah. I'd be cool without Halloween.
What?
Yeah,
I'd be cool
and without
scary
football.
Movies.
I know, but I wouldn't, because it's like, even right now, like when the weather starts getting like this, I'm like, ooh, let's watch a scary movie, but I would never.
Fuck, it's because you got weather.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
Imagine you're going to go
like
through fall with summer.
But Halloween trick-or-treating is at night, and parties are at night.
Okay.
So you can't really.
Okay, I have one. What is your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie, I'm not a big scary movie fanatic.
From the ones that you watched.
Probably the ones. My favorite scary movie is The Visit.
The Visit. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really good.
I love scary movies that put you through like an intense, like scary scene, but then relax you at later with some humor,
Yeah.
and then put you back in the scary, and then relax. I freaking love those. Like I hate like movies like The Nun, where like like half of the movie is like leading up, and then once it hits half, the whole rest of the half is just nonstop scary, and I can't deal with that. Yours?
My favorite movies would be the Insidious ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Honestly, those movies are actually scary to me. Like, there's like, I don't know. I mean, I could lead with The Ring because that's literally my trauma, my trigger. But I don't think that it's that scary as.
I've never seen an Insidious movie.
Okay, maybe that's why. Because it's like, it puts you like, it puts you in a situation where you're not possessed, but it's your little boy that's possessed. So then you like think about it, and then you realize that this possession is coming from your past. And then the mom and the dad, they like, or the dad actually, he like tries to get hypnotized to go and like vencer su trauma basically, and to see what it is. But like in every single picture he has when he was little, there's a lady with a black dress standing right now, like near him, you know. So at the end of the day, like his little boy is possessed because of his past, you know. So it's like it puts you in that, and you're like imagine you're just living life fine and dandy, and then your kid gets possessed. Like that's scary. And it's more demonic, more like demon type of stuff. So I think that's why. And it's I think it's like 4 of them. So those are really good. I really and then the Insidious también is the one with like the mom that has cancer that dies, and then the girl's like talking to her, but she's not talking to her, she's talking to the demon.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, through the vents, like se oye que le habla. Yeah.
No.
So I think those are my favorite for sure.
But you've never watched them. You've watched them one and done. I've never, in the 8 years we've been together, almost 9, have I seen you watch an Insidious movie.
Yeah, because that's how scary they are.
So they can't be your favorite.
They are.
Your favorite has to be something you watch every year.
Oh, it'd be Halloween, but I feel like Halloween is so basic. Like everybody watches that on Halloween.
But not everyone's favorite. It's not my favorite.
True.
Except the one with the little black kid.
True.
But yeah.
But the Insidious. Well, I'm saying, what's the scariest movie you've seen?
Oh no, you said your favorite scary movie.
Okay, so those are the scariest movies I've seen.
The scariest.
My favorite is Halloween.
Oh, see, that's the scariest I've seen. Ooh, the one that really got me was Lights Out.
Oh hell no!
I don't know why I didn't like that.
Yeah, that one was scary.
Yeah, but then when you find out that it's, see, this is what I don't like about scary movies. Like, or me, like I'm a big chicken, but as soon as I see, I've told you this, as soon as I see what the bad thing is, I start laughing, or I'm like, oh, this is stupid.
Yeah.
Like, and Lights Out, when you find out that it's the girl that got electrocuted and she turned into like a super powerful, like a super villain. Like she turned into light, like electricity, because she got shocked.
Really? I don't remember that part.
That's what it said.
Oh.
When she's going through the old newspaper things in her mom's room.
Oh.
So it's like, oh, like, or like, remember in the movie theater, I always tell my friends this, we went to go watch The Exorcist, and when the girl starts transforming into the devil or demonic thing, she starts snorting.
Oh yeah.
And that shit cracked me guys up.
It turns you off.
I literally I chuckled in the movie theater, and Blanca was like, what the fuck? Because I think a lot of people heard me, because I literally LOL'd.
I think that scary movies are like, I don't know, because I love to watch scary movies, but I like the ones that I already know what's happening, you know, because which one was it? Do you remember the one that we watched at Luis and Noemi's house?
Uh-huh.
Where she's like, I don't know if she's possessed or something, but she's like outside of a tree, like kind of like ritual kind of vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Like that one actually kind of scared me.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm not like you when I watch scary movies. Like I actually let it take me in, and like I don't try to guess what's happening. I don't try to guess how it's gonna end. I just try to let it guide me through the movie, and that one actually did scare me.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was dumb. But what would you say is your biggest fear? Like, don't become emotional, like, oh, my mom dying or something. No, like
dark.
Like, yeah, superficial.
Yeah, the dark. I used to say like, oh, spiders, but now I can kill a spider and I'm fine. Like I don't have to call you to kill a spider. But the dark, like it does not matter. Like even with that, we have the hatch. We sleep with the hatch on, which gives out like a orangey reddish light, and it's pretty light. Like you can see around the room, but I still don't think it's sufficient enough. So I still have to turn on my flashlight every now and then to like take a pan around the room, because that's how scared I am of the dark. Because it literally like, I don't know why my mind plays tricks on me like that. So I'll like look into the dark and I'm like, there's someone standing there staring at me, you know. And I don't know how to like train my mind not to think that way. So the dark for sure.
The dark.
Yeah. What's yours?
Well, I would say it's mice and rodent, but
God.
lately it's I've been getting like the fear of the ocean a lot. I don't know
Really?
why. Yeah, like the deep ocean.
That's crazy because you were never like that.
Yeah,
I don't think
never,
you've ever.
never. But recently, it kind of scares the shit out of me. Like the being in a deep, even like when we went to Lulu's pool, like I just didn't like swimming at night anymore. Like it scared me.
That's crazy.
Like I felt like there was something in the water. Yeah, probably not seeing the bottom of the whatever I'm in. That's what scares me.
Yeah,
so
that
the
makes
deep
sense.
ocean,
Because
deep
then your
lakes.
imagination tries to.
Oh
play
yeah, it
tricks on
runs
you.
wild, and I feel like there's literally. I thought there was like a shark-sized thing in the pool of Lulu.
Yeah, honestly,
It just feels it's like so bad.
that's crazy because that's never happened. Like you've never told me that before.
No.
So it just started when we went to Lulu's house.
Yeah, I think so. I was swimming late at night and I just felt like that. Well, to be honest, like sometimes I feel like that started because I was swimming by myself, and I don't remember we were talking about like you feel like someone's watching you in Lulu's house all the time. So I would always feel like something on my neck, like someone's watching me swim. So when you go under, that makes it. It's like when you have shampoo and you're like washing your hair in the shower and you have to close your eyes.
Oh
and
yeah.
You start imagining.
You
shit.
know, for literally, I would say up until like a couple years ago, I could not close my eyes in the shower. Like I would let the shampoo burn the shit out of my eyes, but I could not because it's the same thing. Like I would close my eyes in the shower and I could swear to God that the girl from The Ring was standing right in front of me.
Damn.
That's how traumatized I am. Like I feel like you kind of like laugh about my trauma with that, but no, like every single instance that you could put me in, like my fear when you turn off the lights or when there's no light in my eyes, it's a girl with the white dress and her hair over her face.
But you think it's like visually scary, or you legitimately think she's gonna like harm you?
No, it's just visually scary.
Like you don't think she's gonna pick you up and like scratch you?
Oh, now that you say it,
because I'm like, it's a little girl. I'll kick the shit out of her.
No, because
like literally when I say kick, I'll like kick her in the face.
like my mom would always tell me like, tenle miedo a los vivos. Like, why are you scared of like some spirit or something que se te aparece? But it's like I am not as scared as of someone breaking it. It's like how we talk about when we hear a noise, the first thing that comes to my mind, I'm like, the girl from The Ring is literally sitting on the couch right now. And when you hear a noise, you're like, oh fuck, someone's breaking in the house. So that's the thing. Like every single time I've heard a noise, like upstairs or like anywhere, I don't think that it's someone breaking in. That's the last place my mind goes to. My mind goes to, oh my God, the girl from The Ring is walking upstairs. Yeah, I'm not kidding. And it's like, it's scary.
Maybe what I need to do is just like prank the shit out of you.
Oh my God, babe.
Her.
Shut the hell up.
Like I'll get like a
babe,
girl.
I kid you not. Look,
wait,
before you start talking.
I'll get one of our friends' little girls.
Before you start talking, I swear to God that if you ever did that to me, I would divorce you so quick.
Babe,
and I know that is a very strong word.
No, I will. I want to help you with your.
Babe, I would 100% divorce you.
Babe, no, 100%. You wouldn't, because I'm gonna help you with your trauma.
Fuck no, you would. No, babe. Either I get a heart attack and I can't divorce you because I'm dead, or I would dead ass grab the divorce papers and
like
sign them on the spot.
As soon as like you find that like it's a prank and we all laugh about it, then you'd be like, you feel much better. I feel like
absolutely not.
You wouldn't feel better.
No, I would divorce you, babe. Like
that's not okay. I'm trying to help you with your traumas.
That's literally how scared. Like my heart is racing because I know that you're such a crackhead that you would do that to me.
Oh yeah.
Please don't do it, babe. Please, I swear to God.
Okay, babe. Maybe I won't.
Please don't, babe.
If you walk out of your room one night and there's someone in the
babe.
Okay, babe. I won't.
Just the thought of that makes me want to cry. It makes me sick to my stomach. Like, oh my God, there's chills running down my body, babe.
But I remember when you were trying to get at me. We
put the movie on and then we started kissing and making out because I knew I wasn't gonna watch it, girl.
How would you put your most traumatizing movie on while we're like? Because we weren't just making out.
Because I was a psychopath.
We were kind of watching a little bit.
Because I was a psychopath. I just wanted, like, I was like, ooh, scary movie, fuck it. And I didn't pick it. Like, it was there. And they're like, oh, should we watch this one? I was like, yeah, sure.
That movie was so dumb, though. The pictures.
Honestly, the first movie is not that scary. It's the second one that traumatized me.
And then like when they make fun of it with haunted house and
Yeah, so when
movies,
they
like,
made fun of it on scary movies, when the girl starts fighting her when she comes out of the TV, like I couldn't do that.
Really?
I would just run away. Or I truly think that if I ever saw it in person, si se me aparece, I would just have a heart attack and die.
Damn, babe. I hope all 53,000 of the people watching don't ever like go to a meet and greet dressed as her.
Oh my God, I wouldn't know. I would probably die. And that's...
No, but let us know also in the comments, guys, who your biggest fear is or what your biggest fear is. You know, some are snakes, some are spiders. I feel like that was like a boomer thing, though. Like parents and stuff are like, you would always used to hear spiders and snakes, right? But nowadays, like people my age, I kind of don't hear that no more. I don't hear snakes that often. I don't hear spiders that often.
Yeah.
Now it's like taxes and rent is what scares us.
It's the IRS coming after us.
For real. But
Oh, hell no. That shit scared me, babe. I can't stop thinking about the fact that you would do something like that.
well, I thought it would legitimately help you.
For you, no. Please don't ever think again. I'm good with that.
Just changing topics. This is a question that has been going on for ages and ages now. Would you rather know how you're gonna die or when you're gonna die?
I think I would rather know when.
Oh fuck.
Because then I have like a bucket list.
But don't you think like if you say how, like that's so, how do I want to say it? Like it's how do I want to say it?
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to say.
Because if you say how, okay, car accident or drowning, then you're never gonna go around water ever again.
No, because you can't cheat death. So just because a fortune teller tells you you're going to die by drowning and then you just never go near water again, you can't cheat death. Like that is one of like the rules of life. You can't cheat it.
Okay, so what do you mean by that? Like I'll be around water eventually?
No.
Or it's just gonna kill me another way.
Yeah, it's either gonna kill you another way, or say you're showering and then something happens where you start drowning in the shower. You know?
Well,
like
that's what I'm saying. No. I'm saying, would you rather know how?
Yeah,
so
that's why I said.
Once you know how, like life can be like, I'm gonna change it because you're cheating. No.
Yeah, it is.
Imagine when, then you're just like waiting for that day.
Yeah, so then you do everything leading up into that day. Everything.
I guess when would be cool because when that day comes, you just stay in your room. So life only can give you like a heart attack, stroke.
Yeah, I guess.
Something like not as intense as like falling off a tree or something.
Yeah, I
think
think I would stick to when, because like I said, you can despedirte, you can get all your ducks in a row.
That's true.
And knowing how, like imagine like, oh, a car accident. So every single time that you get in a car, you're going to think, oh, is today the day I die? You know?
But at least imagine doing crazy shit. Like jumping off a cliff into water and you're like, it's not today. That's not how I'm going to die. Or like getting on a horse.
Mm-hmm. Realistically, you wouldn't do that though. I feel like knowing when you're going to die, it's like it gives you time to prepare for it. So then on that day, you're like, okay, today's the day I die. A ver cómo me muero, you know? It's not like you're just they're waiting for lightning to strike you or stuff like that.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. Did you ever watch 1,000 Ways to Die on MTV?
Wasn't it funny?
It wasn't. It was like, I guess they kind of made it humorous, but it was like real ways that you could die.
I saw a couple clips.
Yeah. That's crazy. Like there's so many things that can happen to you. Like I remember someone died because they got stabbed with a pencil and then they got lead poisoning and then they died.
Shit.
And then I can't remember the rest, but there's just so many so many different ways that you could die. So it's like at the end of the day, you know what I was thinking the other day? I was like, I've never thought about dying until now. And now it scares me. Because you know how like when people die, you're like, well, what's after death? There's people that think there's an afterlife, or like you just like when you go to sleep, you just never wake up. Mm-hmm. But it's like truly like now I've like thought about it and I'm like, oh my God, what does happen when you die? Like where do I go? Have you ever thought about that? Like it doesn't give you, pues no te hace nervioso?
It does sometimes, but I feel like you know how before we were born, we don't know nothing because it was, you know, nothing. Mm-hmm. What if that's just what?
Yeah. I think it's good to think that way because there's a lot of people that actually like go their life about being scared to die. And there's a lot of people that are like, well, life or death is a normal thing, so I don't care if I die or not. Or there's a lot of people that go with life or through life fearing for everyone else around them to die. So it's like, there's people también that are like, well, it's going to come eventually, so just make sure you love your loved ones.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about it. I'm like, girl, what actually happens when you die? That scares me.
Yeah, I think like, because I used to be like, oh, like heaven, you know, hopefully I go to heaven, right? But it's like, well, you know, just walking naked with, like they painted like the little stories we would get when we were little, like the fields with the lions and the elephants, and you all love each other. But you're gonna do that for eternity? Like, do I have a PlayStation? Like, I know it sounds so dumb for me to say there's a PlayStation, but like, what are we gonna do for eternity? But then it hit me because I'm maturing. I'm like, you can't understand or think of something you just can't comprehend. Does that make sense? Like God's love, like it's so crazy. Like, you know what, I was thinking about this morning. I was like, when I was holding Franco and he was petting Ozo and Chai, I was like, fuck, like I love you and I loved you a lot when we were like dating and stuff, and like, but now that love's, or like that beginning love when I first like, oh shit, I love this girl, is like so freaking like incomparable to the love I feel for Franco, because I never knew what they meant when they said like a love that hurts.
Yeah.
And it like hurts like how much I love Franco, you know? Because it hurts me of thinking something bad can happen to him, thinking of him growing up and maybe not loving me, or it's just the love that hurts, you know? So I was thinking, I was like, if I'm learning this at 24 years old, who knows what I learn at 30? Who knows what I, with my grandkids, with Franco experiencing his first touchdown, like just the love's only gonna get crazier and stuff I've never experienced, right? Because right now, what do your sisters love? They're best friends, you know, and that kind of love for them is lo máximo, you know. But then obviously now we're experiencing kid love.
Well, you even think about it when we would break up and stuff, and how it physically hurt when we would break up. Like
hurt.
we would physically get sick. So it's like we would break up. And now that I think about it, like we broke up over stupid ass
shit, yeah.
things. And it's like, how did we? I would sit in my room and I'm like, this is the end of the world. Like, I love him and this hurts and it physically makes me want to throw up, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like the fact that now we have this tiny little human being. And even I look at him and I'm like, I've kept this tiny little boy alive with my own like breast milk, you know? So I'm like, imagine, so like your baby, like you love Franco, but imagine he was feeding off of you and like you were taking care of him and like keeping him alive. So it's like how, I think it sucks. It's good and it sucks that we're now like our parents basically, because our parents, what would they tell us? Like, del amor no se muere, blah, 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 you know? And now that I look at my sisters and they have like this drama going on with their friends, or because they love their friends and they want to prioritize their friends over family, like how do you get in there and tell them, oh, this isn't important, like
And
it's
you
gonna
just
be
can't.
you just can't. But it's like now I understand my mom's frustration, because it's true when they tell you todo lo que te dicen, it's because they want what's best for you. And it's scary. So I feel ever since we became parents, our love and our fears have grown a lot more.
a lot.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, so we're now what your sisters, and then your parents are what to us, and then so I feel like now God is like, he's shown us and told us in the Bible the kind of love he's gonna give us in heaven. So it's like something just like me, basic as Jonathan, is thinking, what am I gonna do in heaven? I'm gonna be bored, but I just can't comprehend the amount of love and crazy shit there's gonna be there. You know, like, I'm sorry, like, to cuss when I'm talking about heaven, but there's just stuff's gonna be there that, like, the God says in the Bible, like colors we can't imagine, fruits we can't imagine, animals we can't imagine. So like, you know, that's why I strive to be a good person, because I want to like go there, you know.
Yeah, or even when we talk about like religion and stuff like that, about heaven and stuff like that, I'm like, it's so scary to think that there's in like the Catholicism, is that what it is? Que dicen que llegas al purgatorio primero, and that you have to like, your family has to be praying for you to get out of there, and you could be there for years and years and years before you reach heaven. I'm like, holy shit. And then the thing is, I feel like I don't want to dig in too much into religion, because it's a hot topic, you know, and I don't want to disrespect anyone's beliefs.
Yeah.
But it's like the fact that people say that you have to make sure that you're confesado before you die, or if not, you're like fucked, you know? So it's like thinking about all of that and then thinking about death. It's like, even dying, like you have to go through this whole process to make sure que estás, because I know that when you're like on your deathbed, they call priests, right? And they're like, do you want a priest to come so you can confesarte, so he can pray over you, blah blah blah. So it's like on
like
top
when
of
people get in car accidents, they like look for not only doctors but like priests in the line or whatever in traffic.
Or even you know, we watched, what was it called, Joy, and when he's in line to go into heaven. And then he's like, no, like he starts running because he wants to get, like he doesn't want to die, you know?
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so crazy. Like, do you actually, is that what happens? Like, because I think about it. I'm like, how do all of these movies have all of that proof? Well, not proof, but where does the storyline come from? But I'm like, there has to be some truth to it, you know? So it's like, do you know when you die? And is it what people say where you like go out of body experience, you see everyone around you, but like you can't do anything because you're dead? Death is a scary topic, guys. You guys should let us know in the comments. Like, do you ever think about death? 1, 2, are you scared about death? Or 3, are you just going about your life and being like it's normal and it's a natural thing that's gonna happen? Like our life comes to an end one day or another.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the only thing in life that's guaranteed.
Even my mom, like she's like, no, pues es que el mundo no se va a acabar, se acaba la gente. I'm like, damn, like to that person, their world is over, you know? That's so scary. Okay, so I have a question for you, babe. So we're pretty much a good balance, I would say, where you grew up not having nothing to do with Halloween, and then you got old. You don't have to go by your parents' rules, so now you love Halloween. You celebrate it, blah blah. And then in the other terms, I grew up loving Halloween, celebrating Halloween, being traumatized with scary movies. So and now I still love it. Like I'm not opposed to it. So now we're like a good match, whatever. So growing up with Franco, since we have a kid now and we get to choose what the rules are, what do you think is going to be like the traditions? Because I love Halloween, but I don't know how I feel about him being little and then already knowing about like Michael Myers and stuff like that. Like I like the innocent Halloween, you know? But remember you told me that when you were like in before your parents got into church, which was like elementary maybe, and that you were wearing the scream mask that pumped blood. So you were already like, you were pretty young, you know? So I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I think obviously every little kid is different. So it's going to be up to Franco how fast he matures in the terms of like kiddish Halloween to like not teenager Halloween, but like a little bit more scary. But it's like, I want him to enjoy like his innocence and like his like kiddish Halloween. But I also don't want him to be like a scaredy cat.
That's what I was thinking too. Because I'm like, how do you raise him to not be scared of it? To like see Michael Myers and for him to enjoy it, but also know that it's fake.
But that's what I'm saying. Like at that age, if you introduce them, I think you got to hit a sweet spot. Because if you introduce it too young, trauma. If you introduce it like too old, then scared. He'll be scared of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess it depends because you were introduced to it like high school age, I would say. And you weren't scared of it, were you?
I'm scared. I'm scared of scary movies. I'm scared of the corn maze when I first went with you.
Really?
That shit, like, obviously I had to act tough because I was with you, but like I would see the little white kids that would go through it and they would like, you know, the crazy white kids with the mohawks and their parents like let them express themselves however they want. And they'll be like, cool, chainsaw, you know, and then run like Naruto run. So it's like, I want Franco to be like that, like to see Michael Myers and like to punch him in the balls, you know, like,
or like to want to take a picture with him and not to cry and scream and want to run away from him. Yeah, that's how I want him to be too, because I love Halloween and I want it to be a tradition where as soon as Halloween, like I want us to be like my family in the sense that when Halloween comes, I want to make it super fun. Like even now, we enjoy going shopping for Halloween, so I want that to stick with us for the rest of Franco's life and like be like, okay, it's October 1st, let's go Halloween shopping. So that's going to be a tradition that every October 1st he's like, oh my god, I'm ready to go Halloween shopping. And then when we go and like shop for his Halloween costume, and then when we decorate or when the leaves fall and you have to rake them into those cool pumpkin bags that I tell you. So I want to make it super fun for him to the point that he looks forward to it as a holiday and not as a super scary trauma. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about that because I want to take him to like Prospect and Creekside where they decorate super cool, and he thinks like it's amazing and cool, and it's not like I don't want to go there because I'm scared. So I guess kind of introduce it earlier, but also not traumatize him, you know?
I think it will come natural. Like, I don't think I ever see myself him being like 5 and then like, let's watch a scary movie. Like, no.
Right, but if you think about it, he's 5, and then we go to Walmart and he sees all these masks, and he's like, "Dad, what's that?" You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think for scary movies for sure until he comes to me and says he wants to watch it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because my parents, I would be like in the middle of them, and then all of a sudden, oh, Chucky in Telemundo, and I'd be like, fuck. And well, where am I gonna go besides being with my parents? I'm already in the safest spot I can be, but I'm still scared, you know. So yeah, definitely scary movie. All that Halloween stuff, traditional wise, whenever he wants, you know.
Yeah.
What other traditions? I think I definitely want to start a tradition like going to the first Broncos game, football game. That for sure. I hope he loves football just as much as me.
I want tradition también like on August freaking
Pumpkin
28th
spice?
when pumpkin spice comes on.
for
He gets
sure.
out of school. He's like, "Oh my God, are we gonna go
Yeah.
get?" You know, I want that to be a tradition too because I don't know. I want him to have such a fun childhood to the point where he's that like, not, I wouldn't say obnoxious, but that super secure, independent adult that loves his parents because he's like, oh, look at, like, he's going to have the album of pictures and see, oh, this is what we did every year, blah, blah, blah. Because I want him to be proud of us, you know, and I want him to think that we're the cool parents, I guess, in a sense. Yeah. And I think we had a good mixture of that because I thought my parents were cool, but also, like, it's scary that they not made me, but they allowed me to watch scary movies that now traumatized you. And your parents, I mean, they were doing what's best for you and protecting you from all these like scary movies. But now when you grew up, you were able to do it by yourself. Yeah. But wouldn't it be cool that they like still supported whatever you wanted to do, you know? Yeah. So I guess we just have to find a middle.
But at the end of the day, everyone's different, and like, even like if I like Halloween, I'm not gonna force my parents to make it like it with me.
And
you know?
we don't ever know. Like, we can grow up and Franco will hate Halloween,
or he's gonna go to another extreme. Like, yeah, Dad, this year I'm the chainsaw guy. You know
what, Dad? Buy me all these posters of the chainsaw.
Dad, I did the Ouija board.
Oh, hell no.
You know, he takes it like to another.
Imagine one day we're like chilling, right? And his curfew is midnight. He gets home and he tells you, "Dad, guess what I did today?" And you're like, "What'd you do?"
That wouldn't happen because I would tell him before.
You think you would have them?
I would have the talk. If he comes home and like says, "I still did it,"
what would you do?
You're sleeping outside. Straight up, I think for real. Like, you're not staying here tonight. I'm sorry. There's consequences.
Yeah.
You know, there's consequences to everything. Like, I've told you, like, I'm gonna be like a cool dad. You know, like, because I saw this thing on TikTok where it's like, Mexican parents les gusta esta pinche frasecita, no soy tu amigo, soy tu papá. Pero cuando crecen, ahí quieren ser tus amigos. So fuck that. Like, I'm going to be my son's best friend, you know? So he can trust me with drinking. He can trust me with smoking. But with that comes consequences, you know? Yeah. Because I let you drink, if you ever do this, this, and this, then this happened, you know? Yeah. So because I told you that you can celebrate Halloween, you can do whatever you want with your friends. You can go egging, whatever. I'll give you money for eggs because I did it. But the one thing is no Ouija board, and you do that, then that's where we're gonna have problems.
No Ouija board, and like don't mess with any crazy stuff like that, you know, because there's so many other things too, like where you summon the demons or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I guess just try to keep him informed about the things that we don't want him to do. But it's just like, it's a scary time of year because right now you can see that our brothers, like our siblings generation is freaking crazy. Oh yeah. So I'm like, it can either go way down from here or it can fix itself by the time that Franco's a teenager. But I'm like, imagine like there's people that are like at parties and they're like, oh, let's do the Ouija board, it's fun. So I guess we have to raise a secure teenager and be like, I'm gonna step out if you guys are gonna do that, you know? Because I just can't imagine like, Mom, I don't want you to tell Dad, but I did this at the party. Like, what you're supposed to I'd be like, stay right here. I'm gonna go get your dad and a belt. Just kidding.
Nah, stay right here. I'll go get the holy water. No, but if Franco ever came home, I would tell him not to stay here. Yeah, I'd be like, look, man, like, you are an adult, you're a man. You know what you got yourself into, and you're not saying that. Pero pa, tengo miedo. Like, you weren't scared to do it then, you know? Like, but who knows? Scary. I could be saying this, and at the end of the day, I love my son. So obviously, I want to protect him if he does start feeling weird. Like, that like I did the Ouija board on the way here. Like I keep hearing shit. Like, all right, man. Well, we can take this on together, but
Yeah.
you're grounded for the rest of the year or whatever.
Yeah, and when I think about stuff like that, I also think about how I'm scared of the dark, but I have to raise a child that isn't scared of the dark. So in a way, I have to train myself to either be really good at acting or like actually even sit in my fear, because I don't want him to be in his room and I can't close the door and I can't turn off the lights, you know, because I already made him scared of the dark because I'm scared of the dark, you know? So when you think about it that way, I'm like, oh my God, by the time that he's like 5 and I want him to stay in his own room with the lights off, the door open so I can like hear him or see him, how am I gonna make it so that he doesn't say, but mom, aren't you scared of the dark, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. It just thinking about all of that, it's crazy because now I think last year or even the year before that when we got a house and we could actually start decorating, I was like, we can just do whatever we want, you know? And now this year I'm like, we can't do whatever we want. Like everything that we do, we can still do it with freedom, I guess, because we are adults and we make our own choices, but we have this tiny human to think about, you know? So I'm like, there's so many things that go into the holidays because we want them to be so happy for him, but we also don't want to traumatize him in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know, guys. I think somehow our topics always go into like us being parents, but that's how crazy your life changes, you know? So if you're listening to this and you forgot to take your birth control, go take your pill.
Fuck no. Have a kid. Honestly, having a kid is the best thing ever, guys. I feel like I was remembering the first 3 months when we had Franco.
Yeah.
The podcasts were so depressing and we were sad and estamos dando lástima, but now it's the best thing. If you need a sign to have a kid or your boyfriend not to pull out, fucking don't. Like, honestly, because if you're missing something in life, I'm not saying like, if you're missing something, if you're not happy, have a kid, no. But like, if you're financially stable, if you love your boyfriend/husband, you guys have been together for a while, you have pets, you have a house, you have cars, like, and you're scared of having a kid, like, don't. Like, no one has a plan. It's one of those things that you'll never be fully prepared, you know?
Hell no.
You can take all the birthing classes, all the nutrition classes, all the CPR classes, and you just got to live having a kid. And right now at his little 8 months, it's the best thing in the world. Like I said, it's a love that hurts so much that it hurts, but it's also like I get to wake up and like someone is staring at me like this little bundle. Laughing, you know? So I love it, guys. And yeah, don't let people scare you into like, be single, enjoy being without kids as long as you want. But like some people, like I saw this girl today, she got asked on TikTok, like, do you...
Oh my God, I saw that.
You saw that one?
Today too, yeah.
Like, did you... Because she had a young kid.
Do you regret?
Do you regret having your kid so young? Like, you missed out on your 20s. And like, she gave all these examples. Like, what did I miss out on? Josh not texting me, are you up at 2 a.m. so he can ghost me after we fuck like for a week? Like, is that what I missed? Do I miss... And it's like, what about the traveling? When I was 19, I had like 20 cents to my name. What am I going to be traveling with? Well, do you miss the parties? What parties? Like the parties where all my friends get fucked up, do drugs, and then that later on leads to trauma. So it's like, what? Like, what are you truly missing out? Like one of my mentors one time told me, like, if all you want to do is party and drink, all you want to do in college is drink and party, then just pay me $20,000 and I'll punch you in the face and put beer down your throat, you know? Like, So it's like, don't let people make having a kid like the worst thing.
But even then, I was also thinking about it because you're right. The first 3 months we were on like, I was going to say life support, but basically, I think we weren't necessarily sad, but we were kind of mourning our old life. Because I remember the first 3 months when I was like, what the hell did we get ourselves into? Because the first 3 months, guys, like the fourth trimester is what they call it. You really look at your partner and you're like, you're helpless, I would say, right? Don't you think that you're helpless because everything that's happening you have no control over, because it's just the natural thing about being parents, like staying up late, being so sleep deprived that one has to, like Jonathan had to pick up my weight and my slack on everything else while I had to care for my baby while my mom was caring for me, you know? So it was like, it was crazy. But now you can literally ask us, and we wake up at 6:40 in the morning,
Happy.
cracking up
Yeah.
because Franco's like laying there staring at us with his 4 teeth, like laughing, you know.
Yeah,
And
today
being,
he woke up because when he wakes up, guys, he doesn't wake us up. He lets us sleep in.
Yeah.
So then today I woke up and guess what he was doing? He was on the phone. He almost called 911, but he was like this with the phone, like I see him.
He was just like staring and playing with my phone because I sleep with my phone next to him because I usually sleep feeding him and then watching a TikTok video. So I just leave my phone there, and I guess I was still asleep, and I just feel Jonathan tapping me, and I open my eyes, and Franco's just chilling there with my phone, like según him, like almost calling the emergency. You know how the emergency thing pops up, and then that's it. Like you wake up and you're like, there's this beautiful, innocent human being that is so happy and loved. Like what? You just get up and go about your day, you know? And I also think that having a kid made us so much more productive. Don't you think?
Yeah, for sure.
We wake up at 6:40 in the morning and we don't stop. Like there's no breaks, there's no naps, there's no time when we're not doing nothing. There's times where we're like it's 7 p.m. we're like, oh shit, we haven't ate dinner because we're go doing this, doing that, and then by like 8 p.m. when he's about to go to sleep, we do try to like chill out, but we're like, you know what?
Like, what do we do now?
Yeah, like go to
I
sleep.
still get on the computer. I try to work on some things. You try to work on things, or we try to catch up on shows.
Having babies truly changes your life, and for the better, I would say. And not even your life, but your just everyone's life, because I feel like you get closer to your family. Everything is so you look forward to everything. Like we look forward to I look forward to Sunday football, not because I love football, but because I love watching Jonathan love on Franco, and I love putting Franco's outfit on and then getting Jonathan's reaction to it, you know? So now I look forward to so many things because there's so much you can do with the baby. There's just, even like going out to eat, we sit there and it's funny because he's there eating with us, you know? So yeah, guys, don't be scared. But I mean, if you don't want kids, I mean, that's fine. That's a fine way to live.
Always like it's okay to live out your, you know, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s without kids and have fun, because not everyone was meant to be parents, you know. Some people were meant to just have fun and do stuff like that, and that's totally okay. Because I'm not saying here like I don't want you to be like, well, I don't really have that calling to be a mom or dad, like, but I'm gonna do it. No, like, don't rush it. Like, todo a su tiempo. I feel like a lot of people, it's unfortunate that they go looking to be parents and then they can't. Where like some people have one night stands and then they have a kid right away, you know? So what is going to be yours is going to be yours, you know? So
yeah. And also I guess we kind of want to uplift you guys. Say you're 19, 20, 21, 22 in your early 20s and you're pregnant and you think that your life is over.
No,
don't think about that. Regardless if you're a single mom, regardless if you don't have your family support, anything like that, I promise you guys, a baby, I think God sends babies because people need them. You know, like I think when he sent Franco, it's like you're gonna love this person unconditionally, and he's gonna make your life so much happy. Because I remember being seasonally depressed. I remember being depressed and sad over stupid things.
Our life was so boring.
Yeah,
I remember just last night I was like, what would we do right now? Like, what would we do? Because you were feeding Franco, I was vacuuming. Something in the morning with the kitchen, having fun with Franco as always. And I was like, take Franco away. Like, what would we be doing? Yeah, the house would be clean, spotless. Yeah, the dogs would be, you know, but like, what would we be doing on our phones across from each other? Yeah. You know,
like you'd be in your room, I'd be in mine. Yeah. We would sometimes come together at night and watch shows. But now I think our night routine is so much more intentional because we come into bed and we just can't watch TV in bed anymore. So what do we do? Like we actually spend time with each other and cuddle, you know? So yeah, if you guys are like mourning your life right now, if you're pregnant, if you literally just 1 month postpartum and you think, what the hell did I get myself into? Everything clears up. Like it's right now, it's like las nubes están así. But as your baby grows and you start like living through being a parent, it like the sky clears and it's like all.
And then you remember like, ¿pa qué estaba chingando tanto? Like it's not that bad. You know?
It's funny, huh? Because now you think about it, I'm like, I would do it again because you know that it goes. It's eventually you get sleep eventually. Yeah. But yeah, guys, I don't know how that turned into us making you guys inspired to be parents, but that's just what our life is. And we are so thankful that you guys not only want to listen to about our scary stories about like the drama, about el chisme, but you guys are genuinely curious about our parenting and like our parenting styles, and that you guys love our son. Like, thank you so much for allowing us to have a platform where we could just talk to you about everything. And you guys are literally our closest friends because you know everything about us, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for sticking around. And if you made it to the end of this episode, what are we going to do, babe? We have to do something special for Halloween.
Oh, for spooky?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you made it this far, comment. Whatever you're going to comment, if you were going to comment regardless, just put a pumpkin at the end of it.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a $50 giveaway.
Yes.
Now that we have an Instagram, the giveaway will be on there. So make sure you go follow Spill the Beans Podcast. JJ, that's the Instagram. Go follow there because that's where the announcement will be. The winner will be announced.
Yes. And if you follow us on Instagram, also remember that you guys always get the tea a day before. So with our upcoming guests on this podcast, you guys are going to get the guest reveal the day before the podcast goes live. So make sure you're following Instagram because you always get the tea there before it's spilled here. So,
yeah.
Yep.
And then, so should we wrap it up, babe?
Yeah, wrap it up.
I not motivation. 'Cause I did see some. Hey, shout out to you guys. Hey, shout out to the OGs. They're like, we missed Jonathan's weather. Remember that?
Yeah, the
Back
weather
in the apartment.
report.
The weather, and then some people most recently were like the motivation. And I want to end this with. It's not really motivation in terms of like like a quote, but it is motivation or just to make you feel. I don't know. You tell me what this is.
Okay.
I was thinking the other day, because like yesterday I put taking my vitamins, putting lemon water, and then going to the gym, and then like, oh, I didn't have a picture at the gym, and then I was like, oh, never mind, I did find it, and then it came to across my head, and luckily no one has ever said this to me. I think someone has once, but like it doesn't happen to me that often, where it's like, dude, just go to the gym, like don't post it, or like no one cares. Why are you posting this? Like, and then it came across my head. It's like literally the app is called Instagram. If you break that word down, it's called Insta, which means quick, and gram, which means picture. So quick pic. And it got me thinking. I was like, all that I see on my feed is influencers and YouTubers, and that's who I see on my little stories on the bubbles I see on top. And I was like, how come I never see my high school friends that I follow? How come I never see my work friends and stuff like that? And then I was talking to Henry and Danny, the guys I do the Cave podcast with, and they're so shy. They're like, because I told them, I was like, guys, you need to post more on social media, blah, blah. You guys are good looking dudes. You need to take advantage of it. Hay muchachos allá bien feos because they post every day. Like, you guys should do it. You have beautiful families as well. And then they're like, the response they gave me was like, no one cares, or like, me da pena that no one will care. But I was like, and then it got me thinking, I was like, this app when you download this app, it doesn't just say only influencers, only YouTubers can post. This app does not say, only if you have 10K can you post what you eat in the morning. Yeah. Like, it got me thinking. I was like, I don't care what you are. I don't care if you're a plumber. I don't care if you're a student. I don't care if you're a teacher. I don't care if you're a gym instructor. I want to see what you do throughout the day. Yeah, me too. I want to do. If I'm being completely honest, I want to know even more than my influencer friends. Me too. Because our influencer friends, we all kind of have the same life. Yeah. We wake up, we post a picture of our breakfast, we go to the gym, do YouTube videos, come home, have family time. But then I'm like my friend Danny that does the trucks and the trash. I'm like, dude, post, because he tells me funny ass stories. Dude, today there was a raccoon in the dumpster and I had to fight it and then get the can. I'm like, dude, post that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Take a picture, take a video. And it's funny that you say that because I truly think about all my old friends and I'm like, I would love to know what they do in a day. Yeah. Like, I would love for them to snap a pic at work. I would love for them, I want to see what they made for dinner. Because sometimes I'm laying there, and after I already watched every single influencer story, I'm like, what are my friends up to? And then they never post anything. And I'm like, girl, I would literally love to know if you picked up Starbucks on the way to work today. Yeah, exactly. Like, as dumb as it might sound, guys, this app wasn't just made for influencers. It was made for everyone. Yeah. So for all the dumbasses out there that are oh, we don't care. Oh, just go to the gym. Don't post it. Then get off the app, dumbass. Like, you're literally on the wrong app. If you don't want to see pictures, go to Twitter. If you don't want to see pictures, go to your mom's Facebook page. You know, like, this Instagram was meant for everyone. And please, if you're hearing this, guys, if you're friends with me on Instagram, if you're not, even if you're just a subscriber or whatever, just post more. Please do.
Yes, because I promise you that there's even a couple friends out there that want to know and that want to see, like, if you want to post 5 pictures of your baby, do it. Like, the worst thing that can happen is that someone unfollows you, and that's great. Like, you don't want people that don't want to see your babies. Yeah. And I've always done that. Like, I've gotten messages like that. Oh, girl, why do you post so much? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, there's an unfollow button right there, girl. Like, just unfollow me, you know, because Instagram was made for you guys to share your life through pictures. So, yes, we want to know.
And don't get intimidated that, like, fuck, I don't know, I only have 400 followers. Why would my high school friend that I haven't seen in 3 years want to see this? Like, fuck it.
It's like exactly that's why, because she hasn't seen you in 3 years, that she wants to know what you're up to now. Like, I remember I have Isla, my friend, old friend, she hasn't posted on Instagram for like 3 years. And I'm like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, I want to know what you're doing, you know? So your friends want to know what you're doing. And honestly, guys, think about it as motivation. Like, maybe you watch this influencer story because they motivate you to go to the gym in the morning. Maybe if you post that you are going to the gym, then your friends are like, hey, girl, can I come with you? You know? So just and if you want to just post, like, I wouldn't say like an influencer, because like you said, Instagram isn't made for influencers. It was made before influencing even was coming about. Just post like what you want.
Normal
you know?
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I have so many friends that, like, I don't know, like, I feel like Zayla's mom, if you're watching this, like, you just had a baby. Like, you do post her every once in a while, but I was like, I would post that if I had a baby girl, like, every second of the day. Yeah. She just had puppies. Exactly. I would post them every second of the day. So it's like, whatever, if you're hearing this, I hope this message was for you, because today I was eating, meat and rice, and I posted, I was like, hey, if you're in a weight loss journey like I am, like, we're in this together, day at day. And I got so many responses, like, I needed to hear this. Thank you so much. Like, it feels good that I'm not alone. So imagine how many people you could positively impact with your story. Maybe you're having infertility issues. Maybe you're having, you're going to couples therapy, and you can post about that. Maybe you just bought a new golden retriever, and one follower from 3 years ago wants a golden retriever, and now you can tell them how it is. Like, there's a niche for everyone, guys.
Yes, so don't literally just post whatever you want. Don't ever go on Instagram and be like, nobody cares about this. Like, who cares? Like, I care about it, If you care about something, if you want to post something, don't ever let anything in your mind be like, this isn't important. Because it is, because why? It's your page, and you get to control what you post on it. And like I said, if someone doesn't like it, all they got to do is unfollow. And if they are going to talk shit, I guarantee you, they will not talk shit to you in your face, and they will not message you, because... Yeah. Like, nobody's gonna... I guess someone in the right mind wouldn't send a mean message. So I think that was motivational, babe, because I think there's a lot of people that want to use Instagram a lot more, and they don't, because they're like, oh, I don't have 1,000 followers.
That's so shitty.
But
that made me think, like,
when I had 10 followers, I was posting like I was an influencer.
You were always posting.
Yeah, I was on Instagram the year that it came out. So don't be afraid. Just honestly do it. Do it, girl. And post TikToks and post like anything, because nothing was made in this world for influencers. No, everything was made for a regular person, because that's who consumes it. Exactly. So yeah, I hope that motivated you guys, because now I'm gonna go and post. I realized I haven't posted on Instagram stories today.
Or YouTube. Sorry, guys, but yeah, we're gonna try to be more consistent.
But anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. Let us know if you like the background, and it might get some additions here and there, because this is the first time we are obviously recording on this setup. So we're gonna see if we have to improve some things, if we have to add, take away. So don't be shy to let us know your constructive criticism down below as well. If you want maybe more posters or something. But yeah, let us know if you like this. And without further ado, babe, what is that it for today?
That's it for today, guys.
That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next Friday.
Later.